welcome back to Heather's Crafty Classroom. We're starting into the Christmas season. Anybody else have 4 trees up? I'm got one more to do upstairs. Anyway, started doing Christmas crafts a while ago. I now have a new little folio that I started making. Let me show you what I've done. I've made 2 so far, and they measure, I believe, 4.5 by 6.5, or by 6. So sorry, 4.5 by 6. And they're just a cute little folio, and they hold quite a few pictures. Um, this one is just got some black ribbon, and it says Noel in glitter with some flowers, and then down here it says so much joy. If you don't know, this is my Christmas word. I collect everything with the word joy. One of my trees this year has all joy ornaments. So anyway, this one just unties and it opens up. It says Christmas cheer. And then it opens up to look like this. On this side, there's a 3x4 card out of my stash. And it opens up. And you can put a picture here too. And this is a photo mat, both sides. I just love this paper. This paper I got from Hobby Lobby. There it is. And it was just a 6x6 pad called Hollies and Blooms. I just thought it was so cute. I like the colors a lot. It's very classic, but kind of muted. All right, and then on this side we have a little waterfall, and these hold pictures, obviously. You can also put another one here, and then this opens up from our photo spaces and opens up. So this is just a cute little book. It's a perfect little gift to take, 20 or so pictures. Want me to count? Let's see how many. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14-ish pictures. That's pretty good. It's a cute little gift, especially for like a grandparent or someone not close by. It also is good for mailing because it doesn't weigh a lot. I know that's always an issue. So anyway, this is folio number 1. And I have another one to walk through. It's just slightly different, but it's pretty much the same thing. So it's the same measurements. This one has this funky green glitter and sheer ribbon. It's kind of stiff, but I think it looks cute, makes a really good bow. On the front, I have this little glitter bow, and then down here it says joyful with a cute flower. Opens up and it says 'tis the season. And then this one, oh, this one also is double matted with green foil. I love my green foil. I love foil. So here I matted this on green foil there. Opens it up for more pictures here. A photo mat here. And then this one has magnets. There's a magnet there. The other one did not. This one has the cute little waterfall as well. It holds the 4x4 pictures. And then there's a magnet here. Opens up and opens up. So it's just a cute little simple folio. I thought I would make one with you here. All right. So let's get started. I think I prepped everything so the video is not super long, because that's always an issue. So let's see here. I got all my papers here. The base of the paper is measuring. Let me measure it. This one is measured 12 by 6. Obviously, 12 by 6. And I have scored it. Ooh. I have scored it at 4.5 and 5. And again at 9.5 and 10. So let me find my fold folder and we will fold all of these. This one I am doing a little bit different for no apparent reason, but I have a double pocket cut out for this one. So instead of a single pocket, but everything else is the same. So there's our folio. Super easy, just like that. All right, let's put some stuff on the inside. Let's see. I have my 2 flaps that are going to go in here. And these measure 4 3/4 by 6, and they're scored at 1/2 inch. And 2 of them exactly alike. So let me, oh no, what's on my, there, I had glue on my bone folder. All right, and then this one, I'm gonna fold, and now this one I am gonna miter these edges just a little bit, so it's just a little cleaner when I go to mat. It's totally preference though. I know lots of people that don't do this part. And I'm just gonna use my favorite art glitter glue. Best thing in the world. Can you even see? Yeah. Ooh, camera is blurry. There we go. And we're gonna put it in the base, in between the 2 score marks. Make sure that this page can still bend. You don't want to put that on the fold. You want to put it right next to the fold. So this still folds over really nice and easy. All right, so you're going to open that up and put one on the other side. Easy peasy. I'm trying to get a new camera, guys. I know this one sucks. I don't like it. I need to upgrade. But when the time's right. How do I get glue in there? All right, so there's that. Now on this side, like I said, I am going to do a double. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. I am going to do a double. What's it called? Pocket. Can't talk. The first one measures 3 by just a smidge under 5.5. Like just a smidge. Let me get my ruler so you can see that. Because my page is 4.5, but I need it a little smaller. So I scored it 1/2 inch on both sides. And if you can see that, it's just a little bit less than 5.5. It just makes it easier. And so I have 2 of those. This one I scored on 1/2 inch on 3 sides. This one I scored a 1/2 inch on this side and this side. And when I rotated it, I did 1 inch. And you'll see why. Have I showed you all that before? I don't know. I think I've showed you a double pocket. It's just to make life a little easier. So the first one you're going to fold and score on the 3 sides. The second piece, you're only going to score on the sides. You're not going to score that bottom piece. That 1 inch. So this one, you're just going to do the 2 sides, not the bottom. Okay. And then this one, we're going to cut our corners out right through that joining. Okay. And we are gonna glue it right here. All right. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? I went and had dinner with my mom and my brother and sister-in-law and my youngest. My oldest has a cold, so we don't want him around anybody. And my husband went camping. I normally go camping, and I opted out this year. So this page, this one, we are going to cut. This is our 1 inch score mark right here. So I'm going to miter it to that point. And then this one, I'm just going to do a little bit. I don't know if you can see. That's all I'm cutting out of that. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Did that focus? Yeah. I'm going to do that on both sides. All right. And this one. Now this one, we are only going to glue the two sides. I hate when I do that. Hold on, let me get rid of that little piece. We are going to glue on both little tabbies. We are not doing anything with that bottom. That bottom is just going to be a guide on where we put it. So we are going to slide this one inside the first pocket, and that score line is going to stop us. That score line is right here where the first pocket meets. So we have one pocket here. The score line for that second pocket is here, and this one goes all the way down. So we have two fully functional pockets. All right. So our next piece. Oh, let me close my glue. All right. Our next piece. We have 3 pieces. And these pieces measure 4 by 4.5. And on the 4.5 side, I scored at 1/2 inch on each one. Okay. So I'm just going to score them. Let me score them. I'm going to burnish them. And this one. I don't know why my camera is like trying to focus so much. Is it focusing on my ugly nails? There we go. All right. I also need, and I didn't cut it. Get my old school paper trimmer here. One of many. This is just my easy peasy one. I need a piece that measures 4 by 1. Okay, 4 inches by 1 inch. And this is just going to make my life easier doing a waterfall. So we've got our little 4 by 1, and we're going to take our art glitter glue and we're going to put glue. And we are going to glue this right to the edge, the top edge of our little piece here. Just like so. I turn it over and make sure it's pretty straight. Looks good. And then we're going to flip that up. And now we have a space. We see, can you see where there's 1 glued on there? And now we have this extra space. That's where the waterfall piece number 2 is going to come in. I'm going to put some glue on. And I'm going to butt it right up against the first one, the tabby of the first one. And I'm going to fold this over to make sure they line up right. Perfect. So now we have a 2 waterfall, but we need to add that third one. There's no more extra spaces to glue it. But what I'm going to do with my piece, I'm going to flip this back the other way. Now, I have to do it because my paper is textured and I want to have that all the same. And then my little tabby, I'm going to cut like 1/3 of it off. And it doesn't have to be straight. You're going to cover it up later. So just cutting that 1/3 off, and you can see I did not cut straight. And I am going to glue this one right there on the bottom. So I have all 3 of them on that 1 inch piece. And no one's going to see this extra little flap. It's like kind of like hiding it. Okay. So now when we put our waterfall back to the front, these are all spaced correctly. You can't see very good right now, but you'll see it when we put the paper on. There you go. So this piece is going to get glued onto here after we put the paper on. Let's go ahead and mat it. I have the paper cut. So the first piece I have is this paper. I cut it too big. I cut it too big. Gosh darn it. Story of my life. which means they're probably all going to be cut a little bit too big. That's okay. Nothing like fixing the boo-boos, right? Right. There we go. I love this paper trimmer. This thing is probably 20 years old. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is the paper we're using. I got another 6x6 pad from Hobby Lobby. This one's called Oh Holy Night with gold foil. And I'm not using gold foil on this one though. I'm using light blue foil. I think it's going to be really pretty. And you know what? Before I do anything, I need to put magnet so I don't forget. Here's my little cheapy Tupperware of magnets. And I'm just going to grab 2. I buy my magnets off of Amazon. I don't know. It's just easier. All right. Let me get my score tape. And let me separate them. And to separate them, all I do is I slide them apart. It tends to work pretty good. I'm going to put the first one right about there. And what I do is I put that one on there and put a little glue so I know where it's going to go. That way I see the little glue mark. That's where I know I have to adhere it. So I'm going to move it to that side, right where that glue dot was, and put a piece of score right over it. Okay. And now we're going to put this one right here. Now that it fits perfectly. I did use a little bit of gold paper, like this one has the gold. And I think there was one more that had gold, but I decided not to use gold paper because I always use gold. So I got the light blue, I'll show you in a sec. And it came in a pastel pack from Michael's a while ago. Okay, so I have all my papers cut, but now I think I'm gonna have to trim them. This one's gonna go here. Yeah, I have to trim it. Man, I suck. Trying to measure everything on the fly. It's all good. Let's see. Just that little 1/8 of an inch. So now I'm going to peel this one up. Put it in my trash bucket over there. My trash is not right next to my desk, so I made this cute little box a long time ago. And I have it on my desk and I use it for trash. And when it gets full, I empty it. Kind of works out well. Boom. Look at this is my trash bucket. It's cute. I just made it out of chipboard one day when I was bored too. All right, so now these two are going to go here, and I'm going to put the angels down the middle. And that way they can, whoever does this book can put pictures in each spot. So yes, I have many trees up this year. I think I'm going to do one more. I think I'm going to put one in my bedroom again. I did last year and I enjoyed it. So, but this year I already used the tree that I put in my room last year. I used it downstairs. So I have my main tree, which is just all of our regular ornaments, but I made it really pretty. I'm so proud of that one. My youngest wanted all the regular ornaments, and I said, okay. So we did, but I made it pretty first. So I put pretty ribbon. I'm following this girl on YouTube, and she's on Instagram, and her channel is Gina Loves Christmas. Gina with a J. She is so much fun to watch. She calls everybody we're Christmasers. Anybody decorating crazy for Christmas is a Christmaser. Her personality is great. So I've been watching a lot of her videos. She does a lot of shorts this year. She hasn't made too many long ones, but it's been fun. And then there's another one, and I forgot her name. But she does a lot more like classy, where I do a little more fun, I guess. Oh, I think this looks so pretty. These papers all look so pretty. So then this closes and that snaps. Now we can glue this one on top of here. That is so pretty. I think I'm going to add a little score tape just because it's a piece that gets moved a lot. So I'm going to add just 3 lines of score tape on here. And this is 1/4 inch score tape. It's the only score tape I ever use. I have some sheets, but I find them very cumbersome. But 1/4 inch tends to be like the go-to, use it for everything. I had a 2-inch one time and it was great, but it was so pricey. I was like, I don't know if that's worth it. So I'm also going to add some glue on here just for some extra stuff. And I'm going to center it where it's not glued and then glue it down. All right. Then next, I do have my papers cut to matte. And I contemplated decorating. Sometimes the first page I'll put like decorative. But I thought because this is so small, I'm just going to do white mats. So I already cut them all and I could just glue them all in. And that way this part is done. I didn't put any decorations on the inside of these because I figured you can probably put like a 4 by, you just have to trim it off, a 4 by 6 picture a little bit. And you would fit the majority of it inside these little flaps, the pages behind here. So I didn't add any extra embellishments or anything, but you could always do that. Decorate it a little more. I kept it kind of simple because I plan on making these for gifts. And if there's too much stuff, people get like, oh no, I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, mess it up. It's just paper. It's all good. You guys have seen me cover my mistakes all the time. All right. I've had this whole week off of work and it's been so nice. But I only have a couple days left. I've gotten so much done. I found an antique sewing table on the corner a few months ago. And I spray painted it pink. And I got some real pretty wood and made a tabletop. And it's getting clear coated in the garage right now. So hopefully tomorrow I can finish that. Get that put in here. I just got to screw the top and bottom together. I need to cut little pieces for here and here. Let's find a scrap. So I have all my scraps inside. It's just how I roll. How about this light blue? I didn't want to do the same. So these pages are 4 inches, so I'm going to cut this a little less than 4, 3 7/8. And then the spaces are 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and see how it goes. I do this a lot though, so it's kind of easy. All right, and let me cut the other one to about the same. I'm going to line this one up a little bit so I can kind of guess about the same. This one looks a little bigger. Just a smidge. That's the best thing. If I just need a sliver off of a paper, this paper trimmer is awesome. I think I'm going to invest in the new one from CM. I don't know. I figured it still works. I had 3, I'm down to 1. And it's still working just fine. I might as well keep using it till it dies. I think this just finishes these off. So you don't have that big black space right there. Now let's hope that I cut the paper right for the other side. Fingers crossed. All right. So this side. I have all my paper cut, hopefully. That one's going to go there with the cute little angels. And I'm just going to glue it down. I'm only at 26. That's good. The only thing I didn't dig out was ribbon, so I'll put some ribbon here in a minute. And then this one's going to go here. And remember, the sides are tapered down here, so I'm only going to add glue up here and then on the middle down at below. So I'm going to go here, and then here I'm going to do the middle because those edges are cut off down there. So it fits in real good. Otherwise, you'll glue your pocket shut, and that's not fun. And then this one, I was guessing on how long to make it, and I think I did pretty good. Could be shorter, but it'll work. It's already cut. So whenever I cut paper to go inside the pocket, it's like 1/8 of an inch smaller than pocket. Sometimes you have to go a little bit less to fit it in. Why is that crooked? There. The paper's crooked, but now it's not crooked on the pocket. I think that looks okay. All right. So now we got to do the outside, but I got to get some ribbon. So where's my needle? Guys, I lost my needle. Okay. So I went and found some ribbon too after I found the needle and my glue. So I'm just going to use this navy blue organza ribbon. I know it's kind of cheesy, but it's easy to work with. So we're just going to use it. So all I did is I found the middle of the ribbon. And I found the middle of my little thing here, which is 3, right about here, of my folio, not my thing. Good lingo, Hev. All right. There's no judgment, right? My thingy that I'm making. So I'm gonna put this down right over the ribbon, or right over the ribbon, right over the score tape. So let's see. I got this blue foil. It looks kind of funky in here, but it is blue. I bought this pack of foil from Michael's, and it's the pastel foil. So it's got yellow, pink, lavender, or the blue, a green, and then a lavender. So I'm using the lavender. I don't know if you can't really tell. That's it right there too. It's really pretty. And I thought it would look really good. Something different besides gold. I feel like I always use gold. And I went and bought red and green for Christmas. And now here I am using blue paper. So, and I don't always do it. When I do folios, I tend to add a piece of foil on the front and back just to give it a little more sturdy because there's no chipboard. So I tend to. The first one I did, I didn't, and it's still good. And then I'm going to put this piece, way too big, on here. Mark it so I know where to cut it. Cheating. I'm cheating, don't tell anybody. I was trying to cut everything super fast. And I messed up. There we go. Much better. Easy fixes, though. I like easy fixes where you just have to, now if I cut it too small, but these ones are easy, you just have to trim it a little. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Who was I talking to? And they were like, I've never heard that before. It's like, what? How have you never heard of easy peasy lemon squeezy? That's like number one thing. So this one, I did the blue foil and I did this one. This was my favorite paper. I think this is why I bought the paper. I think this is gorgeous. So I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and started decorating for Christmas. Do it early. You got to enjoy it. It's a lot of work. So I want to enjoy it. That's my theory. Like I said, I have one more tree to put up. I have a little baby tree in my bathroom too, but I don't really think that counts. It's not really decorated every year. It's just you take it out of the box, you flip up the bow, and ornaments already on it. It's like 18 inches. It's the Dollar Tree books, or not books, the Dollar Tree trees. And I put two together and wired them, and it turned out cute. I did it last year or the year before when they first came out. So I'm going to put foil on the front side of this pocket as well. And then I'm going to do the little angels in the middle of it. This book is almost done. And then on the inside here, I did this piece of blue. Blue plaid. Kind of looks like a plaid to me. All right. Just like so. Now, my only problem with this paper is I have nothing to decorate with. So I'm going to have to get a little creative and see what I can come up with. So I'll be back after it's all decorated. All right. All right. So I finished the embellishments. I really like the way that the organza ribbon looks. I added a big flower down here in navy with a light blue pearl. It had like a brown bead in it, so I just pulled it off and put a pearl. And then here, there's two navy flowers, and they had brown in them too. And I had these they're glitter enamel dots, and then a little white flower with a pearl. So then you open this one up, and I put little joy here, lift it up on foam tape. And then over here it says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And it has a little snowflake with a pearl in the middle. I made the two photo mats that go in the double pocket here. And they just slide right in. Then we have the waterfall all complete. And then we have this for photos as well. So that's it. I'm all done with this little tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to have an Etsy store soon. Hopefully I can get these all put up there soon. So I have all three of these now that will be on there. Alrighty, I will link it down below once I get it up and running. So I appreciate you guys watching. I am so sorry it's taken me so long to get stuff back in order. But hopefully I'll get more videos to you soon. All right, take care, you guys. Bye.